So the flow for today is going to get very heavily in the hips. We're going to take this toward bird of paradise. And keep in mind, bird of paradise is basically a bound, standing, vertical split, and this is going to get a lot into the hamstrings and a good bit in the thighs as well, so keep that in mind. The bird of paradise itself is the only demonstration I have here before we start, so just to run through this very quickly. Keep in mind, if your hips are really tight and if your balance on one foot is just compromised for whatever reason, back off and do the modification of the pose, all right? You don't want to fall down while you're doing this. You don't want to crank your low back. It's going to be a lot of resistance when you come up. So just feel things out. Be honest where you are as you come into this. And again, don't just shoot toward the full form if it's just too much. But what's going to happen, once we get in the main part of the flow, every sequence will bring you to the front of the mat eventually. And you're going to take this from a wide-legged forward fold. I'm going to turn to this side just for a little bit of change. And then from here, you're going to keep your knees bent, keep your hips high and your head low. The feet are going to be relatively wide, probably wider than your hips. And then to come into the pose, if you're going to take the full version, then basically you wrap one of your arms around one of your legs. So I'm going to reach my right arm between my legs and wrap it around the right thigh, palm behind me. And then the left hand comes around to find the full grip. Be sure you've got that full grip and you can actually get both hands together. None of this stuff where you're just barely holding on with one or two pairs of fingertips. Now you want to keep the thigh pulled in close, keep your hips up high. And we're going to walk this first just to see if the bind is secure and to open the hips a little bit further. So you're going to step 1 foot back, 1 foot forward, or the other foot back, I should say, and then step them both forward. And then from here, my left foot's my base. You're going to step it into center, put all the way to that base foot, bend deep into the knee, and lift the heel of the leg that's going to come up. Now, when you come up, imagine you're basically lifting a heavy box. Effectively, that's what you're doing. So use your core. With an inhale, slowly bring your torso upright. You can always keep your base knee bent and bring that bound leg into your side. Keep it close. If you want to take it further, you can extend that lifted leg, but just take it to where you can. Takes a pretty open hamstring. And I don't have the most beautiful form of the pose here, but just work it as best you can. As you come back down, move with control and come back to your fold and then just release. And try to come down with some control rather than simply falling down, which is what the tendency that most people have. So really just feel things out, see how far you're ready to go with that. Now again, if you're standing balance, it just isn't quite on today for whatever reason, or you just have, your hips are just way too tight to actually hold on to the bind, take this version. So you're still going to be folded. And then hips high, keep your knees bent, but reach wide. I'm still going to lift my right leg, but I'm going to keep my right arm in contact with the leg, left arm reaching high to the other side, and keep the knees bent. And again here, we'll just walk this back, and then walk it forward. And all the steps are the same. Base foot comes to center. Bend deep into that knee. Lift the heel of the leg that's going to come up. And then slowly, with an inhale, bring yourself upright. Bring your torso up to vertical. Just keep your arm in contact with your shins somewhere. And you can always bend it to the standing knee, keep in mind. So just work this as best you can. Hold your balance. Keep that knee pressed out to the side. And then again, come down with control. And just move slowly. Release to your forward fold. And then we'll move to the Vinyasa from there. So just work it as best you can. And again, see how far you're ready to go with this today. So with all that, let's go ahead and start this on our backs. And bring yourself all the way down. We're going to take this down into Baddha, or Supta Baddha Konasana, I should say. So once you're all the way down on your back, bring your feet together. Knees out wide. And how you set this up exactly is up to you. Now, if your hips are really open, knees close to the floor, you can pretty much put your feet wherever you like. But if your hips are a little bit tighter and the knees are lifted more than a couple inches, I recommend sliding the feet away from your pelvis at least a little bit. Make a longer diamond shape with your legs. And really just focus here so you can let go of any tension around your hips to let the knees sink down to where they can. And if your hips are tight, go ahead and rest your hands on your inner thighs. If you prefer, you can just have your arms at your sides with the palms open toward the ceiling. But whatever you do with the arms, let your shoulders sink down. Let your chest open up. And then just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in here like this. Let your mind quiet down. And again, work to relax around the hips as best you can. Let the knees settle toward the floor. Just let your low back take its natural arch. Be sure the shoulders are down. And then start to deepen your breathing here. So with the inhales, pull in as much air as you can. Fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. And then when you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this. Begin. When you're ready here, take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just open your eyes. And move slow. With your next inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then with the exhale, just reach your arms forward, hands between your thighs somewhere. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms forward again. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms forward. Inhale, reach this out long. And then with the exhale, reach the arms forward, but curl up as well. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, and go back and forth from here. With your next inhale, roll this out and reach long. Exhale, curl forward again. Stretch forward through your fingertips. Inhale, roll this out. And then with the exhale, curl this forward. Inhale, roll out long. And with the exhale, curl forward again. Inhale, roll this out. And with the exhale, curl this forward. Inhale, roll this out long. Exhale, curl forward one more time like this. Inhale, roll out long. And then just stay down. Now keep your arms reaching past your head, palms open toward the ceiling. And as you're reaching, keep the arms close to the floor. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring the elbows down to your sides and pull them in tight toward your waist. Open up your chest, let your spine arch. And then go to reach up. Take an inhale, reach your arms past your head. And with the exhale, out to the sides, pull the elbows down and in toward your waist again. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, pull the elbows into your sides, kind of like making snow angels. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, pull the elbows into your waist again. Inhale, arms out long. Exhale, draw in toward your waist. Inhale, reach this out long. And then with the exhale, pull in one more time, hold here. Now keep the elbows pulled into your waist. Try to arch your spine as completely as you can, shoulders down. Make your hands into fists. And then keep the shoulders on the floor. Try to bring your elbows and hands down as well. And keep your chest open like this. Now as you hold this shape, start to twist back and forth and keep your shoulders down. But fold the left leg over the right. Let your knees squeeze down to the right side. And then bring the knees out wide. And fold the right leg over the left. And just take it back and forth. Open up your knees. And then bring both knees to the right side again. Both shoulders down. And then bring that left leg out wide. Fold the right leg over the left. Now again, open this up. Right knee out to the side. Fold the left leg over the right and then hold here. Keep both shoulders down. And see about extending that left leg right. Now straighten your left leg as best you can. Reach to the big toe. Keep both shoulders down. Keep the right knee down. And then start to draw circles with your left big toe as wide as you can. Try to keep that left leg as straight as possible. And just move this as smoothly as you can. I know it's a weird position, but work with it here. And then keep on circling, but reverse the direction that you're moving that left leg in. And then go ahead, set the left foot down to meet the right. Knees out wide, take it to the left side, fold the right leg tightly over the left. Now this time, keep your left knee down, both shoulders down, extend your right leg left and reach with the big toe. And then start to draw circles with that right big toe as wide as you can. Keep the left knee down, keep your shoulders down, try to make the movement smooth. And then reverse the direction that you're circling in. And then bring the right foot down to meet the left. And go ahead, bring your knees out wide again. And then with your knees wide, you're back in Baddha Konasana. Now move from your shoulders and bring the forearms up to vertical. Elbows are still in at your waist. Hands curled into fists and keep the elbows down. Now we're going to use this shape for a variation of bridge. So keep the feet in contact, but pull the heels in close. Close enough that you're starting this with your low back basically flat. And again, we'll take this up to a variation of bridge. So when you're ready, keep the knees out wide, but press into your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. And then go ahead and roll your spine back down. Inhale, press this up high. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips up again. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, press the hips high. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips again. Exhale, come down. Inhale, press this up high. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, bring it down. And then with your next inhale, press up high one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep lifting, keep your fist clenched. And even as the hips press high, still try to pull the knees out to the sides as far as you can and keep breathing. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, roll everything down. Now bring your knees to your chest, hands to your knees, and just squeeze everything in. And you can pull the knees out wide, rock a little bit side to side, but just breathe here for a moment. And if you're moving side to side, bring this into center. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees. And then use this shape, cross at the ankles. Roll forward to a seat. And then once you're up, let's take this into reverse tabletop. Now feet in front of you about hips width distance apart, hands behind the shoulders about shoulder width. Now palms down, fingertips forward. If you can always rotate your fingers out to the sides. But go ahead, press down, just lift your feet up off the floor. And then once you're lifted, take a look at your feet. Now I want you to take a little bit of internal rotation here today. So bring the big toes in towards center so that the big toes are closer to each other than the heels are. And this doesn't have to be too dramatic. But then let's take it up and down from here. With the inhale, press your hips up high, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press up high. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press your hips high. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, lift up your hips. And then exhale, lower. Now with your next inhale, press up and hold this time. Now keep your glutes squeezing, stay lifted. You can have your gaze forward, you can look up, you can hang your head back. Now as you're lifting, keep squeezing your glutes, but then pull the knees toward each other and hold all that tension. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, come all the way down. Now once you're down, just take a moment, shake your hands out a little bit. And then once you're ready, go ahead, take hold of your knees, sit up tall and draw the thighs in as close as you can. Lean back and lift your feet up off the floor. Just balance here for a moment. Now I want you to try to hold this compression as best you can with the thighs pulled in close like this. But then you're going to release your grip, arms out to the sides, and bring your shins toward parallel to the floor. Still sit this up tall and keep your thighs close. Now a little bit of core work here. We're going to work this with a twist. Now I want you to reach your arms forward. Take a steeple grip. Palms together, fingers interlaced, index fingers pointed forward, arms straight. And then cross the right ankle over the left and squeeze the knees toward each other as close as you can. Now keep your low body as is. And then bring the hands over to the right and point the fingers down to the right side. Keep your legs where they are. Come through center and point down to the left. Back through center. Keep your balance. Keep the legs close. Point down to the right again. Through center. And bring your fingers over to the left side. Back through center. Over to the right one more time. Now come back up to center. Pause here. Reverse the cross. Left ankle over the right thigh, still with the thighs pulled in close. Now bring the fingers down to the left again. And then come up through center. Fingers down to the right. Legs stay close. Back through center here. Down to the left again. And then come through center. Point to the right. And then bring it through center. Over to your left side one more time. And then come back into center, release the cross, legs together. Release your hands, reach forward, draw the thighs in closer, and maybe extend the legs further, sit this up taller. When you're ready here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, cross at the ankles, roll forward your hands and find all fours. And once you're in all fours, give yourself a moment here, move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let the shoulders and hips move side to side and just feel things out. Feel out where you're loose and where you're tight. And then let's go ahead and take this into the wrist right away. So when you're ready, just keep your hips stacked over your knees, but slide the hands in a little bit closer, maybe 1 or 2 hands lengths forward to your knees. Now flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms up, the fingertips point towards center. Spread your fingers wide, press your fingertips down, keep your hands engaged and keep them tense like this. And as though you're trying to grip the floor with the backs of your hands. Now from here, just go ahead and move side to side for a moment. Just feel out the stretch. If you need to back off, you can always bring the hands closer to your knees, keep in mind. And if you're ready, take it further. Come into center with the arms straight. And keep the fingers tense like this, but go back and forth. Elbows out wide, sink your chest down low. And then press back up the straight arms. And just keep moving back and forth like this, up and down. Keep your hands tense the whole time. Now again, you don't have to do this a whole lot of pressure. Just take it to where you feel the stretch. And just breathe here as you're moving back and forth. Now the next time you come back up the straight arm, stay up here. Keep the backs of the hands flat. Try to keep your arms as straight as you can. And then without moving anything else, curl your fingers into your palms as tight as you can. You might be able to curl into fists, you might not. I can't do it myself. And then spread the fingers wide. And go back and forth, curling in and then opening up. And feel this out as best you can. And just feel how that changes the stretch. Should be relatively intense through the backs of the hands, the wrists up into the forearms. Now the next time you curl the fingers in, keep them curled in like this. Hold the tension as best you can. Try to press your spine up toward the ceiling. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, come up onto the fingertips. And then walk the hands forward. Come to your regular all fours. Now wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. We're going to keep the palms down. But rotate your hands, fingertips to the side and then in toward your knees. Now set your hands flat. Spread the fingers out wide. Dig your fingertips down into the floor. And keep that grip. Now, as you're gripping, you can just circle the shoulders, wrists, and this could be good enough. And if you can take this further, keep your palms flat, but see about sliding your knees back without the palms lifting. Take this to where you can. You don't have to force it, but you'll find a deeper stretch. And then from wherever you are here, if you're moving side to side, come into center. And then just go from forward to back. Now, keep your fingertips digging down. Pull your weight back just to peel the palms up off the floor lightly. And then bring your weight forward. And just take it back and forth like that. Maintain your grip with your fingertips pressing down as you're moving here. Doesn't have to be fast, doesn't have to be extreme. You just want to be able to feel this and hold on to that tension in your hands. Now the next time you set the hands flat, just stay here with the palms grounded. And then take it a little bit further. I want you to step your right foot forward outside the right hand as close as you can. And then keep that right foot where it is. Now tuck the toes of your left foot. Hover your left knee up off the mat. You're still gripping the floor with the fingers of both hands. And then just pulse that left knee up and down. On my count, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set your left knee down. Bring the right knee down as well. And then step your left foot forward outside your left hand, close as you can. Tuck the toes of the right foot. Hover the right knee. Hold here. And keep gripping the floor with your fingers and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right knee down. Left knee down as well. And then come up onto the fingertips, down to sitting on your heels, and take a moment, shake your hands out. And loosen up your fingers, loosen up your wrists here. Now once the hands are ready, come back to all fours. And then from all fours, you're just setting the hands so we can set this up for a deep squat at the front of the mat. Step the right foot outside the right hand. Left foot outside the left. Now keep your stance relatively wide, heels in, toes out. And without lifting your heels, go ahead and sink down. Bring your hips at least to the level of the knees. And this is good enough if your hips are tight. If you can take it down deeper, just find your depth. Now move around from here. You can sink down inside your legs. Maybe press the knees side to side. Again, see your heels are down. Feet can go wider or narrower. You can always play with the angle a little bit. And then this is going to be a base position. We're going to start loosening things up further. So why don't you bring your fingertips down to the floor and keep them down. Lift your hips just a few inches so you're ready to move. Now try to stay as low as you can as we move one leg at a time. So step the right foot back and across past the left edge of the mat as far as you can. And then come back to center, back to your squat. Left foot back and across past the right edge. And then come back into center. Right foot back into the left. Come back to center here. Left foot back over the right. And then come back into center. Right foot back into the left side. Come back into center. Step your left foot back and over to the right. And bring it back into center. Right foot back over to the left again. Come back into center. Left foot back and over to the right. Back to center here. Right foot back and over to the left again. Step it into center. Left foot back and over to the right. And then back into center. One more round. Right foot back into the left side. Stay low. Come back into center to that squat. Left foot back and over to the right. Keep it low. And then come back to center. Sink your hips back down. Both heels down. Just feel this out. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring your hands down. Step your feet back. Come into all fours. And once you're in all fours, give yourself a moment. Maybe shake your legs out a little bit. Now take this a little bit further still. So wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. Set this up. Step the right foot forward outside your right hand. And then step your left foot back. Come up onto the toes and straighten your left leg. Now keep your shoulders stacked over the wrist. Press the palm straight down. Right foot back to meet the left high plank. Left foot forward outside your left hand. And then left foot back to meet the right. Right foot forward outside the right hand. Now from here, we're going to take this back and forth, hopping to switch the position of the feet. If you prefer, you can just walk it like we just did. Otherwise, let your hips move straight up and down. Keep the arms vertical. And lift the hips as high as you can. We'll take it back and forth on 3. So from here, 1, 2, 3. Back and forth, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now focus on getting your hips up higher, landing as lightly as you can. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, and 3. Now go ahead, bring your knees back down, come back into all fours. Take a moment here to breathe and just move around. And you can always just stay here, breathe, take a break, maybe take another stretch before you move on. But whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, find your downward facing dog. Now once you move into your down dog, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Press your palms flat so you can feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs. And then sink your chest down low. As your chest sinks down, press your hips up as high as you can. And keep that long upward reach to press the hips as high as possible. Draw into the belly, around the low ribs. Use your core to help lengthen your spine and press the hips up even higher. If your legs are tight, you can bend the knees. And you can always stay loose and just pedal out. When you're ready here, take an inhale. With the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, step to the front, let's take a ragdoll fold. Now feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose here, let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor, you can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. And then when you're ready, just release any grip that you have. Keep the bend in the knees to begin, but then restack your spine. So slowly round this up to standing, bring your head up last. And then just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment here to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. With the exhale, just release your hands. Now with your next inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips. Start with a straight spine, put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly, and then release at the bottom. With an inhale, lift up halfway, fingertips to the floor till your shins lengthen forward to the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat and step it back to high plank. Now find your shape, wristing the shoulders, palms press to the floor. Press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. And take an inhale. Now at the exhale, bring your shoulders forward as your elbows bend. Keep your body in line. Elbows pulled into your sides. Lower with control, all the way down into your belly. Now once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. And let's take it up and down through low cobra. With an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll this down. Inhale, peel up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time. Now stay lifted here. Keep the lift in the upper body. Press into your feet. Take some all the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides. Pull the shoulders back. Keep your gaze forward. And work to lift up a little bit higher. Now take an inhale. Exhale, roll it down. Hands under the shoulders, elbows on each sides. Press the palms to the floor. And with your inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward. Let your hips hang. Stay on the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active. Work to lift your knees up from the mat. Take it further. Kick your feet down. Squeeze your glutes. Pull the hips forward to help deepen and lengthen the arc all through the front. Now lift with the arms. Lift with your shoulders. Keep your neck long. Keep your chest pulling forward. And take an inhale. With the exhale, pull your belly in. And come back to down dog. Paddle out for a moment. Let your hips move side to side. And let's take it to the sun salutations here. Steady movement. Take a deep inhale. Now with the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward. Step or float to the front. Inhale, lift this up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, fold this all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, hands to the mat. Chaturanga's next high plank to low. Now with an inhale, open up your chest, lift your gaze, up dog or cobra. And then with the exhale, pull your belly in, hips up high to down dog. 2 more rounds, take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach us up high. And then with the exhale, bring it back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, high plank to low is next. With an inhale, open up, draw this forward. Exhale, pull back in and bring your hips back up. 1 more round, take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift it halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach us up high. And then exhale all the way back down. Inhale, lift up halfway here. And with the exhale, set the hands, chaturanga. Now with an inhale, open up, draw forward. Exhale, pull back in. Bring the hips back up. And find your downward facing dog and breathe here. Now from your down dog, inhale the left leg high behind you. With your left leg lifted, open to a scorpion dog. Bend your left knee, hang the left foot right. Let your body twist, let your hip open up. With the next inhale, straighten your left leg through like a dog. Exhale, forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, twist, knee to right elbow. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow, stay here. And then set the left foot down outside your left hand. Now keep your arms vertical, shoulders to wrist, pressing your palms. Move your hips straight up and down. Now you can walk it or we'll hop this back and forth on 3. So from here, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, and 3. Left foot forward, right foot back. Bring that left foot between your hands. Left foot to your base, right knee to your chest. Curl in around your spine. Take hold of your right knee and come up all the way to vertical. Now give yourself a moment. Find your balance here. And when you're ready, hands to your hips, line the right knee up with the left. We're going to take a dancer variation. So reach back with your left hand. Find the inside edge of your right foot. And once you've got that grip, kick into your hand. Now just keep the right hand at your side on your hip and go back and forth. We're going to hinge here. So bend into your left knee and then slowly lead with your chest. Hinge from the hip. Be sure that right knee lifts and just take it down to where you can. And then hinge back up the vertical. Knees side by side. Again like that. Hinge forward. Keep looking forward. Take it slow. Just come as low as you can control. And then back up the vertical. Knees side by side. One more time. Hinge from left hip. Be sure that right knee is lifting as your torso comes forward. Keep your gaze forward. And then bring it back up the vertical, knees side by side. Hands to your hips, come to standing with your right knee high for just a moment. And then set that right foot down and stand with the left knee high. Now slow your breathing down. Dig into the right big toe. Find your balance here. Take an eagle bind with your legs. Left leg crosses tightly over the right. Now sink the hips down. Keep the legs squeezing. You always touch that left foot to the floor. And then take the full pose. Reach your arms out wide. Now it's going to be left arm under, right arm over. Cross the elbows, palms to touch thumbs with your face. And if it's too much to get the palms together, reach across to opposite shoulders, whatever grip works. Now keep the arms squeezing. Shoulders down, elbows up. Keep your legs squeezing as well, and just breathe. Now with your next inhale, straighten your right leg, lift your left knee. And then slowly start to hinge from the right hip. Extend your left leg straight. Bring your body into line. We're taking this toward a warrior 3. Now you can be more at an upright angle or come down to parallel with the floor. But lower your left hip. Keep that left leg lengthened. Keep the arms squeezing. Keep your gaze forward. Just breathe here. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, slowly bend the right knee, bring your left foot down, and then bring the left knee down to the floor as well. Take a kneeling lunge. So flatten your left foot behind you. Everything stacks to vertical from the left knee up. Press into the right foot. Be sure your feet are on two separate tracks so the hips are still squared. Kick your left foot down, keep your glutes squeezing, and then just move from the upper body here. With an inhale, bring your gaze up high, lift your elbows as high as you can. With your exhale, curl in tight, elbows toward your belly. Inhale, lift this up, keep your arms squeezing, look up. Exhale, curl back in and round. One more time. Elbows up high, arms squeezing, gaze up high, hold here. Now kick into that left foot, keep your glutes squeezing, maybe lean a little bit further back, but just breathe. With your next inhale, bring yourself upright, both arms high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to your hips. Now we're going to take a bind from behind. So bring that right arm across your low back all the way to the left side. Left hand meets the right palms together, fingers and lace, shoulders pull back. And we'll take this toward a half split variation here. So slide the right heel forward, straighten the right leg, point the toes up toward the ceiling. Dig into the right heel, rotate that big toe toward your midline. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward, keep your shoulders pulled back. And let's go back and forth, take an inhale. With the exhale, lead with your chest, hinge from the hips, come down toward halfway to where you can. Inhale, bring this up all the way. Exhale, hinge forward, dig into that right heel, feel the stretch on the back of the right leg. Inhale, bring yourself upright. Exhale, hinge this forward again, keep your gaze forward. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, hinge forward, press into that right heel. Now with your next inhale, come upright one more time. With the exhale, come forward to about a 45-degree angle, not too deep. Now dig into the right heel, pull the right hip back, left hip forward, right big toe rotates in towards center. And then keep the right arm bound, but release the left hand. Left arm reaches across past your right leg to twist. Now just pull the right shoulder back, maybe stay here and stay more upright. Keep the right hip back, left hip forward, look for that stretch on the back of the right leg. You can slide that left arm further across and go deeper. You can bend the right knee if you need to, maybe touch your belly toward your thigh. Now if you want to go deeper still, with your left hand, you can take hold of the outside edge of the right foot and draw yourself further down, but keep the twist, keep the right shoulder pulled back, and the deeper you go, the more you bring into your torso down to touch the right thigh. Keep breathing here. And as long as you feel a stretch, you can always bend that right knee, keep in mind. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release both hands down inside the right leg. Now set the right foot flat outside the right hand. Step the left foot forward outside the left. And this puts you in your wide-legged forward fold. Now we'll take it to bird of paradise from here. Hips high, head low, keep your knees bent. And if you want the full bind, go ahead, reach the right arm between your legs. Right arm around the right thigh, palm open behind. Left hand comes around to find that grip. And if you want the other variation, right arm in front of the right shin, just keep the contact, and left arm wide. Now either way, keep your knees bent and stay loose. Let's walk this. Step your left foot back, left foot forward, and right foot forward. And then to balance, step your left foot to center. That's your base foot. Deep into the left knee, lift the right heel and look forward. Go slow. With an inhale, bring yourself all the way upright, and bring that right knee up with you. Now, if you got the bind, keep the right thigh pulled in close. Extending the leg is the last step. If you're reaching wide, just keep in contact with the right shin. And then slowly, let's bring it back down. Move with control and release to your forward fold. Now from that fold, when you're ready, take an inhale, lift it up halfway. And with the exhale, set your hands. And let's take this through a vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, paddle out. Now from your downward facing dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. Bend your right knee, move into your scorpion dog. Hang the right foot left and let your hips open up. With the next inhale, straighten the right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow, stay forward like this. And then step the right foot down outside your right hand. Now press into your palms, arms straight, move your hips straight up and down. Again, you can walk it or we'll hop it back and forth on three. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, and 3. Right foot forward, left foot back, bring that right foot between your hands. That's your base foot. Left knee to your chest, curl in, round your spine. Take hold of your left knee, and let's bring this all the way up. Now once you're vertical, hands to your hips, find your balance, dig into that right big toe. And let's take that dancer variation. Line the left knee up with the right this time. Right hand reaches back, find the inside edge of your left foot. Once you got that grip, just kick in your hand, keep your chest open. And let's go back and forth hinging, just take it slow. So hinge from the right hip, you can always bend that right knee. Bring your torso forward, lift the left knee behind. And then come back up the vertical, knees side by side. Again like that, just take it to where you can. Lead with your chest. Hinge forward, draw that right shoulder forward, keep looking forward. And then bring it back up the vertical, knees side by side. One more time, just take it slow. Hinge from the right hip. Lift that left knee behind you, keep looking forward. And then come back up the vertical, knees side by side. Now hands to your hips, come to standing with your left knee high for just a moment. And then switch it out, left with your base, right knee high. Now once you balance here, find that eagle bind with your legs. Right leg crosses tightly over the left. Now sink your weight down, squeeze the legs together. You always touch that right foot to the floor. And then reach your arms out wide. Let's take the full pose. Right arm under, left arm over. Cross the elbows, palms to touch thumbs with your face. Reach to the shoulders if you need to. Again, do what works. Shoulders down, elbows up. Keep the arms squeezing. Keep the legs squeezing as well. And just breathe into this here. Now with your next inhale, straighten your left leg, lift your right knee, hold here. And slowly hinge forward, extend the right leg back, keep your lifted body in line and move toward your warrior 3. Maybe stay more upright, maybe come down toward parallel, but lower the right hip so your hips are squared. Keep the arms squeezing, keep looking forward and keep breathing. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, just bend the left knee, bring the right foot down behind you. Right knee all the way down to the floor. And then flatten the right foot. Now let's take this kneeling lunge. Everything's vertical from the right knee up. Kick the right foot down, press into the left foot. And let's go up and down. With an inhale, lift your elbows, gaze up high. With the exhale, just curl in, elbows toward your belly, around your spine. Inhale, lift your elbows, lift your gaze, keep the arms squeezing. With the exhale, curl back in and round. Inhale, lift this up one more time and hold here. Now keep the right foot kicking down, maybe lean this further back, but again, the arms are still squeezing, keep breathing here. Now with your next inhale, bring this upright, reach the arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring the hands down to your hips. Now let's take the bind from behind. Left arm crosses your low back, palm facing away at the right side, palms together. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms toward each other, draw your shoulders back. Now keep everything stacked from the right knee up and extend that left leg forward. So slide the heel forward to the toes pointed up. Dig into the left heel, rotate the big toe towards center. Keep the hips squared. Now with your shoulders pulled back, take an inhale. With the exhale, hinge from the hips. Lead with your chest, come down toward halfway. Inhale, bring yourself all the way upright. Exhale, hinge forward again, just toward halfway down. Inhale, bring this all the way up again. Exhale, hinge forward, press that left heel into the floor. Inhale, bring yourself all the way up. Exhale, hinge toward halfway, left big toe towards center. Inhale, bring it up one more time. Now with the exhale, hinge forward to about 45 degrees and stay here, not too deep. Work this as a twist, so reach your right arm past your left leg this time. Now pull your left shoulder back, keep the left hip pulling back and right hip pulling forward. And if you're tight, this might be plenty right here. You don't have to take it any further. Now, if you want to go deeper, you can slide that right arm further past the left leg. You can always bend the left knee as long as you feel the stretch on the back of the left thigh. If you want to go deeper, right hand to the outside edge of the left foot. Maybe pull down further. Torso as close to that left thigh as possible. Left shoulder still high. And just breathe here. Again, take it to where you can. Now take an inhale. And now with the exhale, just release both hands down inside that left leg. Now bend the left knee, set the left foot flat outside your left hand. Step the right foot forward outside the right, wide-legged forward fold. Hips high, head low, keep your knees bent, stay loose. And for the full bind, left arm reaches between your legs, wrap around the left thigh, palm behind, right hand comes around for that full grip. And for the other version, left arm in front of left shin, right arm high. Now keep the fold, keep your knees bent, and either way, go ahead, step the right foot back, right foot forward, and left foot forward. Now the right foot's your base, step it into center, put all the way to the right foot, bend deep into the right knee, and look forward. Lift your left heel. Slowly, with an inhale, come up to vertical, and bring that left knee up with you. So bring your spine up tall, you can bend that right knee. Keep that left thigh in close if you got the bind, keep the contact if you're reaching. If you're going to extend the left leg, again, it's the very last step. Just take it to where you can. Now slowly here, take an inhale. And with the exhale, let's bring it back down. Move with control, land lightly, and release to your fold. From your fold, when you're ready, take an inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands and take it through another Vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, take a moment here, paddle out. Now let's take this into the next sequence. With your next inhale, raise your left leg high behind you. And with the exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow this time. Hold here, stay forward. Left foot down outside your left hand. And then pressing your palms, hips straight up and down. On 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, and 3. Left foot forward, right foot back, left foot between your hands. Left foot's your base, right knee to your chest, curl this in. Now take hold of your right knee, come up all the way. And just go slow. Take a moment to feel out your balance. Now once you're ready, hands to your hips. Woo! Let's see if I can hold this. And then bring the right knee down in line with the left. Another dancer variation. Reach back with the right hand this time. Find the inside edge of your right foot. Now once you have that grip, kick in your hand, line up the knees. Now take this with a half bind. Left arm behind your back. Shoulder pulled back. Keep your chest open. Hinging back and forth again. Keep a little down the left knee. But then hinge from the left hip. Bring your torso forward as the right knee lifts behind. Keep looking forward. And then take it slow, back to vertical, knees side by side. Again, hinge this forward, keep looking forward, take it to where you can, go slow. And then back up to vertical and bring the knees back into line. One more time, hinge from left hip. And make sure that right knee lifts behind as you come forward. And then back up to vertical one more time. And once the knees are side by side, go ahead, just release that grip. Left arm stays bound, right hand to the right hip. Right knee high for a moment. Right foot down, that's your base. Left knee high. Now once you balance on the right foot, take a figure four. Left ankle crosses your right thigh. Now curl the toes, left foot, bend the right knee, and keep the left knee to the side. Shoulders pull back. Now lean forward, hinge forward from the hips just a bit. And then work this as a twist. So reach your right arm past your left thigh. Maybe just take it light. But press your right arm into the left leg. Pull your left shoulder back at least a little bit and keep looking forward. Now if you want to go further, you can keep sliding that right arm past the left thigh. Keep drawing that left shoulder back and maybe sink down lower still. Just work the twist and keep breathing here. Stay balanced. All right, slowly with an inhale, bring yourself upright. Left arm bound, right hand to the right hip, left knee high. And then go ahead, open up to left side, step your left foot back. Keep your half bind and find your warrior two stance. So deep into the right knee, straight left leg. Now one line from the front heel to the back arch. You can always lengthen this out further. Keep the left shoulder pulled back. Reach your right arm forward and open that palm toward the ceiling. Back and forth from here. Inhale, reverse. Reach back, lean back, gaze up high. Exhale, extend it forward. Keep looking up. Inhale, reverses. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverses. Now with the exhale, extend forward one more time. Stay here, left shoulder pulled back. Now there's a couple places to go. If you want to just relax this, you can bring the right arm to the right thigh, good enough, left shoulder pulled back. You can probably go further, right hand to the floor inside the right leg. Now even if you come down low, keep that left shoulder pulled back, stay open to the side. And if you want to go deeper here, work the right leg with the right hand grounded. Now try to straighten your right leg as best you can, left shoulder stays high. Bend deep into the right knee and sink into that hip. Again, straighten your right leg as best you can, but stay open to the side. Bend deep into the right knee and sink back into that hip. Now, one more time, straighten your right leg and hold here, left shoulder high. Now, this is basically a triangle stance. You can stay here, bring your gaze up. Now, if you can take this further, work the stretch into that right leg. Maybe dig into the heel, lift your toes up off the floor. Deeper still, you can bend your left knee and sink your weight back toward your left foot. And this is basically an open hip version of a half split. Keep your left shoulder high, press into your right heel, and keep breathing here. Now take a deep inhale. With the exhale, bend both knees, set your feet flat. Hands to hips, bring yourself upright into a straddle stance. So set your feet wide, heels in, toes out, both legs straight. And then reach your arms out wide. Now keep your chest open, take an inhale. With the exhale, hinge from the hips, fold down toward halfway and hold. Keep your shoulders pulled back, keep your arms reaching wide. Back and forth to twisting, take an inhale. With the exhale, twist left, right hand to the left ankle, left arm high. Inhale up to center, reach wide. Exhale, twist this to the right. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, twist left again. Inhale, up to center. And then with the exhale, twist right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist left one more time. Hold here. Reach your left arm high. Bring your gaze up high. And take it deeper. With the right hand, pull your torso into the left eye. And find that contact even if you've got to bend the left knee. But keep the twist. Left shoulder high. Keep looking up and just keep breathing. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release both hands down inside your left foot. Now I want to set this up to put all the weight to the left side. Left hand sets flat just inside the left foot, left arm inside your left leg. Come up onto the fingertips of your right hand. Now lift the right heel, pull the right big toe over till all the weight's on your left side. And with your hips up high, keep the fold and just keep looking down at the floor. Now take a half bind, right arm behind your back, palm face away, pull that shoulder back. And then see about hovering the right foot up off the floor. And this is good enough. Keep the weight on your left hand and left foot. Now, if you can go further still, bend the right knee, pull the heel up toward your seat. Even further, point the right knee toward the front of the mat. Now, if you can move from here, extend that right leg out to the side as far as you can. Bend the right knee, pull the heel back in. Extend your right leg out to the side again. And then bend the knee, pull the heel back in. One more time, right leg out to the side and hold here. Keep the right shoulder lifted, keep your balance, keep breathing. Not supposed to be comfortable. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring the right foot down, right hand down. Make a quarter turn to the front of the mat to your right. Both hands inside the right foot. Left foot comes forward outside your left hand. We're back in that wide-legged forward fold. We'll take bird of paradise. Hips high, head low, keep your knees bent. Now let's lift the right leg. If you want the full bind, reach the right arm between your legs. Wrap the right thigh, palm up behind. Left hand comes around for that grip and keep the thigh pulled in close. Otherwise, reach your arms out wide. Right arm in contact with the right shin. Now keep your hips high and let's walk it. Step your left foot back, right foot back, left foot forward, and right foot forward. Now step your left foot to center. That's your base foot. Deep into the left knee, lift your right heel and look forward. Go slow. With an inhale, lift your torso and bring that right knee up with you. Now bring your spine upright. You can always bend your left knee. With the bind, keep the thigh pulled in close. If you're reaching wide, just contact the right leg. If you can extend the right leg, again, it's the last step. All right, slowly, let's bring it back down. Move with control, and then release to your forward fold. From your fold, take an inhale, lift this up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands, take it through another vinyasa. All right, from downward facing dog, let's even all that out on the other side. When you're ready with an inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow, stay here, stay forward. And set the right foot down outside your right hand. Now press into your palms, shoulders, wrists, hips straight up and down. And back and forth on 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, and 3. Right foot forward, left foot back. Bring that right foot between your hands. Right foot to your base, left knee to your chest. Curl in and take hold of your knee. Let's bring this up all the way. Now, once you're up, press into the right big toe. Slow your breathing down. Hands to your hips. Line the left knee up with the right. And then reach back with your left hand. Find the inside edge of your left foot. One more time for dancer. Now, once the knees are lined up, take a half bind right on behind your back. Palm face away. Keep that shoulder pulled back. A little bit on the right knee. Hinge from the right hip. Bring your torso forward as that left knee lifts. Look forward. And then come back up to vertical. Knees side by side. Again, hinge from the right hip. Bring it forward. Keep your chest open. Keep looking forward. And then back up to vertical. Knees side by side. One more time. Hinge from the right hip. Come forward. Just take it to where you can control. And then bring it back up to vertical with the knees in line. Now the right arm stays bound. Left hand to your hip. Left knee lifted. Left foot down. That's your base stand with the right knee high. Now, once you got your balance on that left foot, find your figure four. Right ankle crosses your left thigh. Curl the toes and keep the knee to the side. Bend your left knee and sink down. Now, start to hinge from the hips. Keep the right shoulder pulled back. Reach the left arm across your body and press into the right thigh. Start to work the twist. Draw the right shoulder back. You don't have to take it too far, but keep looking forward. Now, if you want to go deeper, slide that left arm further right. Maybe sink further down. Keep the right shoulder lifted and keep looking forward. Keep breathing. Now, with your next inhale, slowly bring this upright. Right knee lifted. Left hand to your hip. Right arm still bound. Now, turn open to the right side. Step the right foot back. Find your warrior two on this side. Now, deepen left knee, straight right leg. One line from the front heel to the back arch again. Keep the right shoulder pulled back. Reach your left arm forward with the palm open toward the ceiling. Back and forth. Inhale, reverse. Reach back, lean back. Gaze up high. Exhale, extend it forward. Keep looking up. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend forward one more time. Stay forward. Now you can rest that left arm on your left leg, good enough, but you can probably go deeper, left hand down inside your left leg. Now keep the right shoulder pulled back, bring your gaze up high. This is plenty here, but if you can take it further, keep that left hand grounded, and then straighten your left leg as best you can, right shoulder still pulled back. Bend deep into your left knee and sink into the hip. Again, straighten that left leg and keep the right shoulder lifted. Bend deep into your left knee and sink back down. One more time, straighten your left leg as best you can. Keep the right shoulder high. Now this is good enough, but if you want to take it even further, dig into the left heel. Maybe lift your toes up off the floor. And maybe bend into that right knee, sink your weight back toward the right foot. Right shoulder high, keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, both feet flat, hands to hips, bring yourself upright into a straddle stance. Heels in, toes out. And you can bring the feet wider or narrow, but keep your legs straight. Now go ahead, reach your arms out wide, open up your chest. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, hinge from the hips, come down toward halfway. Now we'll go back and forth from here to twisting. Take an inhale here. With the exhale, twist to the right, left hand to the right ankle, right arm high. Inhale, back to center, arms out wide. Exhale, twist this left. Inhale, bring it to center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, up to center. Exhale, twist right one more time and hold. And then just keep the gaze up high. Reach with that right arm. Now take it deeper. With your left hand, pull your torso into the right thigh. Bend the right knee if you need to. Close the gap between your belly and thigh. And just keep breathing here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring both hands down inside the right foot. Now I want to bring all the weight to the right side. So set the right hand flat just inside that right foot, right arm inside the right leg. Come up onto the fingertips of your left hand. Now lift your left heel, drag that left big toe over to all the weights on your right side, and take a half bind. Now keep your hips high, but bring that left arm behind your back, palm face away. Draw that shoulder back, but keep looking at the floor. Now press down into the right hand and the right foot. Hover your left foot up off the floor. Maybe go further. You can bend your left knee, pull the heel toward your seat. Further still, point that left knee toward the front of the mat. And if you're ready, take it further. Extend your left leg toward the front as best you can. Bend the knee and pull the heel back in. Extend your left leg out to the side again. Bend the knee, pull the heel back in. One more time, extend that left leg to the side. Now hold here best you can. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, set your left foot down, bring your left hand down. Make a quarter turn to the left, both hands inside the left foot, and step the right foot forward outside your right hand. We're back in that wide-legged forward fold. Now from here to bird of paradise, keep your knees bent, keep your hips high. For the full bind, left arm reaches between your legs, wrap around the left thigh, palm up behind, right hand comes around for the grip. If you want the other version, just reach the left arm in front of the left shin. Now with the fold, let's go ahead and walk it first. Step your right foot back, right foot forward, and left foot forward. To take it to balancing, right foot comes to center, that's your base. Deep into the right knee, lift your left heel and look forward. Go slow. With an inhale, lift your torso and bring that left knee up with you. Now bring your spine upright. You can always bend to that right knee. Keep in mind, keep your shoulders pulled back. If you got the bind, pull the thigh close, maybe extend the leg. And if you're reaching wide, just keep the left arm in contact with your shin. Take this to where you can. Now slowly, let's take it back down. Move with control, and then release lightly to your forward fold. From your fold, when you're ready, take an inhale, lift it up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands. Let's move through one more vinyasa. Now from your down dog, when you're ready, inhale the right leg high behind you. With the exhale, take your half pigeon. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Then I'm going to bring your left knee down behind, flatten the left foot. Pull the left hip forward, keep it in line with the right and keep your hips squared. Let your weight sink straight down. Now you can stay upright like this, and this is good enough. If you want to go deeper to the back bend, you can always take it there. You can melt down to the elbows, you can take it down all the way. Just take it to where you need to right now and breathe here. All right, now if your hands are forward, walk them in close. And let's take another pose. When you're ready, just lower to the right hip, swing your left leg forward. And we're going to take a Janu Shasana variation here. So left leg extended, right knee bent. Sole the right foot to your inner left thigh, as high as you're comfortable with. And then just turn, open your chest toward your right knee. Now I want to take this as a side bend. So bring the left forearm down to the floor inside the left leg, and bend the left knee as much as you need to get that elbow down to the floor. If you're going to straighten the leg further, be sure the elbow stays down. Now reach your right arm out wide, take an inhale here. With the exhale, sweep across and reach for your left big toe. Now if you touch a toe, it's great. If you don't worry about it. Keep reaching, look up toward the ceiling. Now to deepen the pose, press your left arm into the left leg. Pull your right shoulder back and work to rotate your chest open toward the ceiling as you're stretching your right side long. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring yourself back upright. Now once you're up, go ahead, cross at the ankles, roll forward your hands. Step back to down dog, and let's take those poses on the other side. So once you're ready here, with an inhale, raise your left leg high this time. With the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind the left wrist, left ankle somewhere behind the right. Right knee down, right foot flat behind. Pull your right hip forward, keep your hips squared, and sink the weight straight down again. And again, look for some of that stretch on the bent leg side, outer left hip or toward the glutes. Now you can stay upright and go toward the back bend. You can always melt it down. Just take it to where you like. All right, again, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. And then lower to the left hip, swing your right leg forward this time. And let's take Janu Shirshasana on this side. Right leg extended, left knee bent. Sole the left foot to the inner right thigh, again, just as high as you're comfortable with. Now turn, open your chest toward the left knee. Bend the right knee as much as you need to and bring that right forearm to the floor inside the right leg. Be sure you got that right elbow down. Maybe straighten the leg further. When you're ready, reach your left arm out wide, take an inhale. And with the exhale, sweep the left arm across, reach for the right big toe. Now again, if you touch a toe, it's great. If you don't worry about it, you're still reaching. To deepen, press the right arm into your right leg, pull your left shoulder back, and bring your gaze up toward the ceiling. Keep breathing here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release. Bring yourself back upright. Now go bend into both knees, and this time come all the way down onto your back. Once you're down, pull your knees into your chest and squeeze everything in. And then go ahead, release the left leg extended fully. Left arm down to your side. Right arm inside the right leg, take hold of your big toe. Once you got the grip, pull down and extend your leg up toward the ceiling as you're pulling. Now you're looking for the stretch on the back of the right thigh. Breathe into it once you find it. And if you got a straight right leg, draw the big toe directly over your shoulder. Now you can just hold here, and this is good enough by itself. If you want to switch this up a little bit, keep the right leg extended as is, whether it's straight or not. And then with your left hand, take hold of the outside edge of the right foot. Right arm down at your side and keep the right shoulder on the floor. See about drawing that right foot over to the left without lifting that right shoulder. And just breathe here. Feel the change in the stretch in this position. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, release this. Both knees to your chest. Squeeze in. Switch it out when you're ready. Extend the right leg. Right arm down at your side. Left arm inside the left leg. Find the big toe. Once you got that grip, pull down. Extend your left leg up toward the ceiling. And again, if the knee's bent, that's fine. Keep pulling down as you're pushing up and breathe into the stretch. If your left leg's straight, draw that big toe directly over your shoulder. And then again, if you want to switch this up, give this a try. Keep the left leg extended as is. Right hand to the outside of your left foot. Left arm down at your side. Keep the shoulder grounded. And draw that left foot over to the right without that left shoulder lifting at all. And just breathe. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring both knees into your chest one more time. Let's take it to happy baby. Reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees. Draw down on both sides. And pull the knees down toward the floor. Outside your ribs, press your feet back up into your hands at the same time. Keep the tension working both up and down. Work to flatten your spine. Sink your tailbone toward the floor. And if you want to go further, you can rock this side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here, draw it down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release, extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here, let your body sink down into the mat. When you're ready here, start to move bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then draw everything in, bring the elbows toward your chest, pull your knees up as well. And just take your time. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself on the mat here, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And then take a deep inhale, hold on to it at the top. And just let everything go. I think you've been doing class. Namaste.